podcast.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I know I usually post vlogs on my channel, but today I want to change it up a little bit so I can get some interaction with you guys. So we're going to do a Q&A in just a little bit. As you probably see, this image looks a little different, and that's because I actually sold my camera using Josh's camera right now, and we have a brand new camera to unbox. I'm super excited. I dropped a lot of money on this setup, and I'm gonna, I outgrew my last camera, and I've just been wanting to drop on a new camera, so I worked my butt off this past semester and combined a lot of my graduation gifts, so now we're finally opening this box. Wow, this is the first time I'm using a knife, because I usually use scissors.
No, you need a knife for the
No, you always, always.
It's not that sharp.
I think you need a new knife.
I may need it again.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, toss everything.
Alright, so this is one lens. Okay, you can hold that.
I held the other lens.
Yeah.
First up is the camera body.
Can I open this?
I'm just opening it, but I won't open it.
Yeah, don't
Like
like
under the
reveal
kit. Yeah.
Alright, so this is the new body that I got. This is the Fujifilm XS10. I would say, if you're familiar with cameras, it is basically on par with the A7 III, which is what we're shooting on right now. It's Josh's camera. But yeah, I mean, I still keep the compact size. I have my flip out screen for vlogging, 1080 up to 180 frames per second, 4K 30, I think. Also got Fujifilm's amazing colors and stuff like that. Also has IBIS. I can actually feel the sensor moving in here as I'm like handling it. I guess initial impressions is actually kind of surprising how small it is. I thought it was gonna be actually bigger, but I'll take that because I want to keep my gear small as possible. But yeah.
Wait, wow, this is really thin. Oh, it feels so light, man.
First lens. Yeah.
You're gonna be super steady on this.
Apologies for all the hammering.
Yeah.
Our apartment is under construction. Okay, first lens. As you can see, it's super tiny.
It is small.
So this is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is Fujifilm's 35mm f2. So because this is an APS-C crop sensor camera, this is the equivalent of like a 50mm f2. One of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up is so I can get that really good B-roll, take really good portraits, get that shallow depth of field, and it's also super tiny, so it's super easy to just carry this around. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this is gonna look. Last lens, this is the 10-24 f4. So on my previous camera, the lens that I had on there was like equivalent of like 24-70. 24mm, like it's what enough, but I felt like I needed something smaller. So this is what equivalent of like your traditional like 15-35-ish. I've run into so many situations where I'm vlogging where I need that wider focal length. So I'm super excited to have this lens, and yeah, it's a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be actually. So this would be my new, look how much wider it is, right? It's so much easier to
that's
like
so
get
much better.
through people. Yeah.
Also, I like how deep this
The handle.
Yeah, on my old camera, the grip was like super
Really small.
You feel
super
more. It
small.
feels much more like secure.
Yeah. All right. Super excited to play around with this stuff. I'll give more of an opinion once I've been able to play around with it, since I just don't know too much as of right now. All right. So that concludes the unboxing portion of this video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know a couple days ago I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and I was actually with these two guys, so we're gonna go through and answer those questions right now.
Oh wait, you got a lot.
Well, a lot of them are from friends, and some of you guys are trolling me.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
Did you send one?
No, did you?
Josh
Yeah.
asked, can Josh be in your video? Ryan, you asked a bunch of questions. If you're watching this video, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Question is, where does your passion for filmmaking come from?
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, dude. Ryan, I think, low-key, I feel like you asked the best questions.
Hey, that's my roommate.
I would say, honestly, I was originally just really curious about the whole world of like photography and videography. I found it like mildly interesting, but I always made excuses like I don't have gear, I don't know what I'm doing, stuff like that. 2 summers ago, I just like decided to just go for it. I started filming on my phone, which is an iPhone 8 Plus, so it's like old AF. But I had a ton of fun. I invested in a camera. 2 years later, just bought a new camera, and we're still doing it, having tons of fun. I just really enjoy being able to like tell stories, and since I put them on the internet, people all over the world can like be impacted by them, and I think that's really cool. This is a question that we can all answer. It's also by Ryan. What is your end goal in life?
My end goal? What, Ryan? What are these questions?
Glorify God.
Amen.
Same.
Okay. Yes, but like the viewers want more.
In what way do you want to glorify God?
Got him.
I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like that's a valid answer though. We're literally all like 22, so it's like
we don't know.
yeah.
I think when I was younger though, like earlier in college, I think I wanted to do something in the medical field with like medical missions. But honestly, like I don't know if that's something that's like sustainable, like that I can do like full time. It would most likely be like a short term like missions trip.
Yeah, for me, I guess like the way that I want to glorify God is actually a secret business idea that I have right now. These two guys actually know. It hasn't progressed enough to the point where I feel like I can start talking about it, but just know that it's something that I feel, at least for right now, like convicted about, and I just want to give it a shot and see what happens. And if God is calling me to just go ham with this business idea, then he'll make sure that will happen in his timing. But yeah, as of right now, just doing a lot of back end work for that stuff. So that's very vague, but like that's all I can say.
I think for me, I don't know, I guess in terms of like, if you want to talk about like hobbies, right? Photography, I think I've been able to meet like so many groups and different like types of people through it, especially through like when I started in college, hearing about their stories, and like I think that's just a really great way of like stepping out of my comfort zone. I feel like I'm a very sociable person, but I feel like that has like really like forced me, because then you're like one-on-one with the person a lot of times, right? And you like make conversation and like just really get to know them. And a lot of times I don't know them, or they're just like kind of like we're just like acquaintances, or like we're like good friends, but like I could get to know them better. So I feel like using that in terms of like what my hobby is, I think my end goal is to like reach people and like get to know more people, and maybe like use like my faith and like kind of converse with them that way. So
Julia Stillman asks, how are you doing? I think that's a really good question though, because so as Eric alluded to earlier, we all just graduated college, we just finished. I would say if you asked me this like during this semester, I would just be like, dude, I just feels bad all the time. I'm just like in fetal position in this bed like all the time, just like life just feels bad. But yeah, it's just like class was just the thing that like always like turned me off. So it's like now that that's over, like I'm doing much better. I'm able to hang out with my friends, make cool videos with my friends, just attack on like all my like creative projects. Now that I have time to do that, I'm gonna be job hunting. So I'm finally gonna be able to have time to do that as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good.
Honestly, yeah, pretty similar to John. For school, I would go to the hospital twice a week, and then I would also have to go like another full day for like work, and so I got like really burnt out. And I think with these past 2 weeks-ish that we've been off of school, it's been really good just to relax, spend some time with my family back at home. Now it's back on the grind because we're back in school. So I had to take my licensing exam, and so I've been like trying to study for that. That's pretty stressful, but otherwise I'm really excited to see like what I'm gonna be doing this summer. I guess I don't know. I don't have a large amount of plans, but planning on moving, so hopefully that'll be good too.
yeah, for me, I think I'm doing well. I think I want, in terms of like projects, I'm really looking forward to, well, when we finish building my PC.
It's supposed to be finished by now.
Right. But like, yeah, I'm gonna start like getting into more video stuff. There's so much more I can learn, and it's always like, yeah, really interesting to see John. When I asked like John and DJ about their like styles of edit and like how to use Premiere and like what their thoughts on our like video stuff, I think it's just really interesting. So I want to learn more about that.
Last question for Ryan, because Ryan, you asked a ton of questions, but we're just gonna skip through some of them. Sometimes I feel discouraged in regards to my aspirations. So how do you stay motivated?
What the heck are these questions? Oh my gosh.
They're good, yeah?
They're good. They're actually really good.
One of the biggest things that I've learned while pursuing like all these like creative outlets is that you really have to keep in mind your overall like big picture and purpose of like why you're doing this stuff. Because I think like in the beginning, like yeah, I was like, I really find like videography super interesting. I find photography like super interesting. When you get to a certain point, that initial like joy of like learning something new will like start to die a little bit when you've done it so many times. So one of the things that I had to like ask myself was, oh, you know, like what am I really like doing this for? What's the purpose like of my YouTube channel, for example? I think if you can, you know, always remind yourself of that your ulterior motive behind like what you're trying to do and your goals and stuff like that, doesn't have to be videography. Like I think that will definitely help you a lot. But I would say it's not to say that like it's been a smooth ride for me. There's definitely been seasons where I just don't really feel like, you know, picking up my camera at all, and that's okay. Because I mean, just life is just not built like that. Yes, keep the big picture in mind, but also try to find a balance of like everything. So yeah.
No, I mean, I would say
Okay.
pretty much what John said. Like, for sure, you want to hold truth and hold strong to the main reason why you like started all of that. Honestly, it's okay. Like, you know, your goals and aspirations can change like all the time. And so I think what's more important is like thinking through it and then giving it a shot. And if like, you know, it doesn't work out because of XYZ, like at least you can look back and say like that you tried and that you know you still like learn from that experience. If you think it's worth to keep pursuing, then keep going. You think there should be that period of like reevaluation, because that's what really keeps you like strong and grounded with like your whole purpose of starting to pursue your dreams.
Adding on to John, for me, like my motivation initially, like I didn't really have one. I just like, it was interesting to me. But then what I found out was I was getting burnt out because I didn't feel like I'd post on Instagram, right? And I wouldn't get the feedback that I wished I hoped for, or like I wanted. And like that made me think like, oh, well, who am I doing this for? Am I doing it for, you know, people's praise or like recognition, or am I doing it just because I simply enjoy, you know, like editing or the whole process of, you know, taking photos? Like, is that what I enjoy, or just I want attention? Like, you need a good support system around you, but at the end of the day, like for me personally, like I realized like I gotta do it for myself, and I gotta do it because I love to do it, and not for anyone else's like reasoning.
Ty asked, can we collab again? Yes. I'm in Champaign for the summer, so we can definitely make something happen. I'll message you. Erica asked, favorite show at the moment. Favorite show at the moment is definitely Fruits Basket.
I was about to say.
So I'm watching Fruits Basket with Steven right now. We're in like season 3, so it's like every single episode's like a banger, and it's like, oh my gosh, so good. If you're interested in watching a show that like hits on like friendship dynamics and family dynamics and like family problems and like friend problems and stuff like that, like definitely highly recommend. It's really good.
I'm not really watching anything right now. I mean, I still watch like Boruto and One Piece. Otherwise, like I'm like finished with like all the recent shonens. Steven recommended me something the other day. I haven't looked into it yet, so I don't know.
But I don't really watch any shows. I watch like YouTube videos
And Twitch.
and Twitch streams. Yeah.
What do you watch on Twitch?
Just League.
Double Lift?
Yeah.
Angel asks, why is microwave bread better? Angel, microwave bread is not better.
Toasted bread is better.
Yeah,
Who microwaves
Got 'em.
bread?
exactly.
I don't know.
Ew.
This is what I've been trying to tell you. Mari asks, what motivates you to make vlogs? So I think originally I just saw it as an easy way to get into learning how to make videos. And I still stand by that today. I think it's one of the easiest ways that you can just get into this stuff and just try it out. But I think eventually it's just turned into something that's like therapeutic for me, and also just a great way to like document my life and kind of like I guess like record like memories, not only for myself but like also for my friends that appear in these videos. Even though I've only been doing it for 2 years, I still find like value in being able to like look back and stuff, and it just hits different when you like watch a video versus like a picture or something like
True.
that. Not to say that picture is bad. Oh, Ty, so this is a classmate of mine. It's not Ty,
Oh, different.
but yeah, it's a
Alright.
different Ty. He asks, if you could live in another country today, which one would it be?
Wow.
So Ty, this is actually a really good question because your boy has never flown on an airplane before, so I've never been outside the Midwest in my entire life. I'm freaking dying to travel. Honestly, like because I've never been anywhere, like I feel like my answer is always gonna be like, dude, I just like anywhere is fine, right? But like, okay, if it's live, then I'd say either like Australia or like some like one of those like European countries where like people work to live, because in this country people live to work.
Yeah. Okay, I'm following. If I had to live like the rest of my life, it would probably be Japan. Like if you're saying like visiting and stuff, go back to Taiwan, Japan, and then I want to go to Korea and maybe Singapore too. And then Switzerland. For some reason, I don't
Dude,
know.
that's not-
No, nature in Switzerland is like OP, right? I really want to go.
I've never been to these places, so I don't know if I'd want to live there. But for visiting, yeah, I want to visit a lot of places.
Alright, I'm sitting here editing this video, and obviously because we didn't know that the camera stopped recording, there's no outro. So I'm shooting a quick outro right now. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in some questions. I'm sorry we couldn't get to all of them. If you want to participate in future Q&As, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that should be it from me for this video. So as always, I appreciate every single one of you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. It really helps me out a ton, and I'll see y'all in the next video.